Jump scare! What's up, everybody? If that actually did jump scare you, I apologize. I was just goofing. It was not my intention to actually, be scary. But, see, there you go. It was about that effect. No, you. What's up, Claire? Thank you. Thank you. This feels like a hexblade. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm reading I'm reading the Discord in addition to doing the stream experience right now. Clip, thank you for putting more points towards blind streaming. We are 35% of the way there. With how much? 148,000 points. Fucking prompt. Prompt. That word doesn't sound like a word, you know? How's everybody doing? Did y'all have a good Saturday? I know it's been a long time since I streamed. It's been nearly 48 hours. I had a fucking chill ass weekend, I have to say. Feeling good. Just realized that I don't know what I just realized. Let's go. All right. Let's paint. I'm excited to paint. I've had so much fun with these horrible possessed boys. I just look forward to continue. You know? Already I'm like, oops, I need this paint on my palette that's not there, not dry. Or not there is dry. Is dry, not there? Who is the one in charge? How's tell me how your Mondays are. Tell me about your days. Or don't. You know? Be secretive. But be prompt about it. Like, I guess prompt is just my word tonight. That's just what I'm gonna say. Is that metallic? No, I painted it black. Alright. It's a Monday. I'm Scotch tape. I'm free. I'm clear. Well, okay, but Scotch tape is only free if you live a particular lifestyle. I must point that out. Spent a fair bit of Sunday appreciating the Dreadnought, so it looks real weird. Ooh, with green washes on the panels that are going to be red. I'm referencing an old video. Claire starts off strong with linking me to YouTube. What's up, 1-Inch Heroes? Happy to have you. Do I ghost in the stalls? Alright, I will interact with that in the future, because that's a whole 5 minutes. Which right now, for my ADHD, is like 6 hours. Not happening. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all perfectly flavored. I think I've asked how's everybody doing 18 times already, so I'm going to stop. It's a 10-year-old video you haven't watched in forever. 10 years ago was 2013. Wow. All right. Well, I'll come back to it at a date. Another build plate of those big Chaos Brutes? Fuck yeah. That's more paint than I wanted on my brush. Just the little tibbly top of these crab claws. Oh, get out of there. All right. Speaking of flavored, I had a good steak just before stream. More red than brown. Little salt and pepper. It's got to be more red than brown. If your steak is more than rare, you are eating your steak wrong. That is the simple facts of the matter. But that sounds great. I could fuck up a steak.
Shut up and take my money.
Clara Twitch Project She-10, but streamer, what if they ask for their steak well done?
You tell them to get the fuck out. The cow you took a bite of says moo. You know what? That's fine. I like all my meat the way I like all the rest of my meat, and it's raw. You know? Can you relate? Can you dig it? Alright. I'm thinking. Which is always a dangerous maneuver. I left off last Monday very sure of what I was going to paint next. I'm never eating your pork or chicken. I don't cook pork barely ever. I like my steak like I like my partner's lightly kissed with an open flame. Yeah, I barely ever cook pork that's not bacon. Because I don't really fuck with pork that's not bacon. It's got to be bacon or sausage, and like that's it. And my chicken is well, let me tell you, it's not raw or rare. It's just right. Okay, I think it is time. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should rust up the armor, but I also feel like I should do everything else first. Ooh. No ham. I do not like ham. Womp womp. Thank you, Claire. Bennett's enough of a ham. They don't need to add that to their diet. No, ham is on the bottom of the fucking food totem pole as far as I'm concerned. Oh, no, would I eat ham over turkey? Yes. Even over veal? I'll take veal over ham for sure. Like, ham is bacon adjacent. Ham is like if you took all the good things about bacon and got the fuck rid of it. Ham is to bacon as sparkling water is to water. That is how I feel, apparently. I think it's a little dirty down time. No, sparkling water sucks. Sparkling water is... it might as well be poison. It's the worst. Seltzer, sparkling water, fucking... The fact that those are popular is just the biggest bane on my existence that could possibly be in the modern world. Saves for Malort time. Hey, that's fine. I would genuinely rather drink Malort than sparkling water. Your threat is noted and appreciated.
Clara Twitch Project Sheared 10. Sparkling water can get foe and sparkling water enjoyers will not survive the epoch.
Exactly. That is exactly how I feel, Claire. What about a White Claw? All right, first rant of the evening. First rant of the evening. We're starting off strong. Approximately 10 minutes into stream. I fucking hate White Claw. I fucking hate Truly. Every single alcoholic hard seltzer should be banned and sent directly to hell where Satan can make sure nobody ever has to fucking interact with them again. Fucking hard seltzer is everything that sucks about seltzer water, except it also fucks you up. It's not, no, there is no way I will never, ever, ever drink a hard seltzer. They all taste like ass. Actually, no, backtrack. I prefer the taste of ass. I feel strongly about seltzer water. Like, I said it just to get this rage. Well, you did a great job! I wish I could say I didn't even know that I was this mad about this stuff, but I knew. I've been well aware. I've hated seltzer for years. When I worked in liquor stores, fucking sucked. We're all going to be huddling together for warmth when the Fimbulwinter descends anyway. Well, yeah, I mean that too. I just realized I'm not painting on camera. Sorry about that, folks. Playing God of War Ragnarok right now. Fimbulwinter is extremely relevant. Do we have permission to eat you? Well, it looks like adding seltzer to redeems would genuinely. If the timing doesn't work out, we'll just have to salt you. I would require like actual tipping to drink a fucking seltzer. I'll stick to Malort. Yeah, for real. Malort doesn't fill me with the absolute ire that seltzer does. It just tastes bad. Qantas? What is Qantas? Is Qantas a word in Spanish that I don't know, or how much I'll haggle? Well, first of all, I don't have seltzer in my house at the moment to drink. Hard or otherwise. Actually, no, that's a lie. There is seltzer in my fridge. Fuck! Okay, no, but I've had Zima, and I prefer Zima to any seltzer. Zima's gross, but not awful. Thanks to our straight edge friends. Yeah! I don't know if are they straight edge or they just don't drinks. Anyway, that's not important. What is important? It's flavored seltzer, which is even more unfortunate because I don't like flavored seltzer. I don't like any seltzer, as we've established just now. But flavored seltzer is particularly reprehensible. $10 bones and I chug the can. Claire, if you send me $10, I will go upstairs, grab grab a can of seltzer and fucking shotgun it on stream. Anything for the meat machine. That's true. I'm willing to make many sacrifices for my child. Whoa, my wrist just popped in a really weird way. That felt bad. You two spawned? Cool. Well, no, not like that. The meat machine is my spawn. Or will be my spawn. What do you mean fucking done? I can't... at this point, I have to stop doubting that Claire is gonna do this to me. Okay, I'll check my phone. I'll prove it, and then we'll go get a can. I should have set it higher. The bell tolled for the Icarus. I don't think the Icarus myth has anything to do with bells, but I'm willing to be proven wrong on that one too. Icarus should have been in fucking that one game. What's it called? Hades. Claire paid you $10. Ding dong, motherfucker. All right. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I got a... Oh, shit. I'm glad it's sealed. A Waterloo Lemon Lime. So I'm going to add this money to the meat machine fund so that we can see it is visually there. Did it update? It updated. Love that for us. All right. And if everybody's ready, then it'll be happening. Actually, no, I need to be warmer. It's cold down here. I was about to drive somewhere. Now I need to see this. I'm sorry, Oniros. I will do this just quickly enough for you. Thankfully, I have a lot of experience with shotgunning, so this should go down pretty easily. The real trick. Oh, it's gonna be so carbonated. I'm gonna cry. You're about to warm up. Don't worry. The real trick is you use a fucking key. I'm not gonna spill on my desk, and then you poke. Wow, there you go. You poke yourself a nice hole while it's upside down, and there's a fucking air bubble. All right. Do I need a countdown? Should I just go for it? Claire? Thank you. I hate you. Fuck, it hurts. Well, if you're a fucking professional, you don't make a mess. Like me. Some people will just fucking shotgun willy-nilly and just spray everything everywhere, but I managed to only get a little bit on my chest. And that is what a professional does. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about most of the people I've ever shotgunned with. God, my teeth hurt. It's so cold. It was so spicy. You have gotten a lot better. You're great at following directions. That's one of the reasons I like you so much. Oh, dude, my throat. So, I did that. And if anybody wants to see that again in the future, we now have an established price line, I guess. It's much more fun doing that with beer. Oh, but I'm so hydrated. Oh, until we run out of seltzer. Well, yeah. Realistically. What the fuck was I doing? I was painting. I was using Dirty Down Rust on these here Possessed. And that is what I will continue to do until morale improves. Foster's can of hard seltzer. Oh, like a fucking oil can? That's a monkey's paw. Evan will ship you a case. That's true. Evan does have a habit of that. Have a habit, not have a habit. Started with steak and things got wild. Hey, that's the name of my memoirs. Modular Vibe. Hey, my name's Evan. Also, hi, I'm new here. Well, so you don't have to send me a case of seltzer. We're talking about a different Evan. Though, if you would like to send me a case of seltzer, I will have that experience on your behalf. But how are you doing tonight, Modular Vibe? Oniros, thank you for sticking around so you can watch me suffer. Posted the clip to the cord? Damn. All right. You're Warhammer curious. Well, you came to the right place. I'm Warhammer furious. No, that's not true. I have a lot of money to blow. If you are smart about your purchases, you can spend approximately a lot of money on Warhammer. And you know, you won't regret it. Mostly. You're brave to say that online. You gotta do what you gotta do. But realistically speaking, if you just pace yourself and only paint as you buy and only buy as you paint, you're good to go. But if you just buy kits and buy kits and buy kits, yeah, it's an expensive hobby. But doesn't have to be. But if you have any questions about Warhammer in general, or what I'm specifically doing right here, I go ahead and ask. I love to talk. That's mostly true. I love to educate. I love to talk about Warhammer, which is why I paint Warhammer on Twitch. I've been involved in Warhammer in some shape or another for, how old am I? 23 years. So I'm a hobby veteran, you might say. Yesterday morning, we were waiting to pick up breakfast for some restaurant. Next door, they had this game store that specialized in Warhammer. About 50 people crammed into the place. They had board games, cards, and stuff. But the Warhammer, I could tell, was what made the place so bumping. It's what's popular. So, I mean, basically, you probably already have the gist of it, and I'm just repeating shit that you've already heard. But, like, it's a miniatures war game where you pick an army, you paint an army, and then you play with people, and you throw those at stuff. Oh, we love a TTRPG. We love any TTRPG. There's a short list of ones that I don't like, but for the most part, give me your RPGs. Nope, that distracted me. I got lost. Oh yeah, so it's a war game. You paint your models, you play with your friends. These dudes right here that I have are called Chaos Space Marine Possessed. If I'm being too elementary with my information, you give me a holler. Tell me to shut up or speed up, you know? But, basically demon-possessed, genetically engineered space knights. Super soldiers. They just want to watch the world burn and spread the joy of the dark gods to everyone, you know? I've been playing and painting this army for... it is a never-ending money pit. Been playing and painting this army for 17 years, so, like, just about half the length of time I've been in Warhammer. I just, like, settled on them as, like, oh, these are my dudes. I just love the way that they look and the way that they feel. They're just right for me. They're like the shoe, the one that she wears, Cinderella. I will say I am mostly painter and not much of a player. Not because I don't like playing, but just because it's much easier for me to find time by myself to paint than it is to find time with friends to play. Oh. That is a long time commitment. What are the models made out of? Most of the models are plastic. It was Russian, apparently, set off Automod. Automod thinks that saying Russian is scary. Yes, what Clip said. With Warhammer specifically, they're almost all plastic. Little bit of resin, and, like, super rarely they're metal. Metal used to be more popular back in the olden days. But that's changed a little bit. Can I just pour a little bit of this into my cap instead of continually... Well, that's probably not a good idea. So, I mean... Yeah, it really is a question. Like, so what I would say, if you're thinking about getting into Warhammer, they sell little, like... How many troops are in your army? No, it's cool. I'm surprised it was that and not British. So your typical game If I got into it, it would be just for the painting. Well, then in that case, you really don't need to worry about, how many troops or whatever are in your army. You just buy the models you like and you paint them however you like. However you think they look cool, you just go for it. Like, there's painting competitions if that's your jam. There's a fantastic community online of painters. In fact, if you are even remotely interested, I might suggest hopping into our Discord. Hopping into that 1-Inch Heroes Discord, because we are constantly talking about this variety of stuff. But, so I've been collecting this army for 17 years, like I said, so I have not another esoteric hobby Discord. I'm in way too many. No obligation. No obligation. You do not have to do anything. I'm just putting it out there as an option. I have, like, hundreds of these minis because I've been collecting for so long. Not everybody has hundreds. We talk about a lot of stuff. It's just a nonstop chat factory in there. No obligation, but you'd be cooler if you did. So I have like a shitload of minis. But not everybody has to. Your average army, to play a game that's usually about 3 hours, maybe, you're looking at, depending on which army you pick, between 20 and 200 models. Just as a... Because there's a lot of variety in as far as like how big models are, how elite they are, how fighty and punchy they are. And like there's a fantasy game, there's a science fiction game. I'm painting minis for the science fiction game right now, but like I also paint the fantasy ones. There's a lot to it. What I would suggest, a Kill Team or a Warcry Warband are good ways to dip your feet. I was gonna just say you just like look at the website. Find a model that looks cool and then just kind of do a deep dive into like that army and just like Google it. Like, just learn about that. And if it seems cool, you go with that. And if it doesn't seem cool, then you pick something else or you go, Warhammer's not for me. Does GS sell blind bags of minis? Oh, Games Workshop, you mean? Do you come up with a new incorrect acronym every time you refer to them, you evil fae? Games Workshop doesn't technically sell blind bags, but they kind of do. And I don't buy those because I don't like not knowing what I'm going to get. The GPs. There's not even... Okay, yeah. The general practitioners. Honestly, I've spent more time with Games Workshop than I have with my general practitioner over the last entire of my life. So... like, they do sell some boxes, like, in Japan that are like, yeah, Space Marine Heroes are blind box, but you can just buy the whole case and you get the whole team. But no, they don't, and I'm thankful for it, because, I hate that sales model. Oh, that might be a fun way to discover an option. And a contender for mini time right. I mean, at this point, Claire, I would be offended if you didn't let me pick a mini for you and send it to you when you eventually have to do mini time. When you have that oath. I would like to help facilitate that. Thing about Space Marine Heroes is each set of them were in a single theme, so the randomness didn't really work on that level. Oh, fair. I also haven't really paid attention to the Space Marine Heroes because part 1, I don't like blind boxes, and part 2, I don't like loyalists. This is a chaos stream and always will be. Depends on the mental state when the Sword of Damocles finally plummets. Fair. Assuming they're all small to mid-sized figures, how much am I looking at on spending? Ooh, okay. Even that varies a lot depending on which army you're playing. There was a Chaos set, but I didn't care about those minis, so I'm not... Clip, stop looking for loopholes and let me be right for once. Modular, I would say, or Evan, can I call you Evan? Since I now know your name and I know you're going to send me a case of delicious seltzer. It really depends on the army. But like, sometimes they sell things in boxes of like, some things like these guys are physically large. Like they're on 40mm bases. They're pretty hope you like Coconut Spindrift. Hey, funny story, actually. Coconut is my least favorite flavor on the fucking planet. But, like, these dudes that I'm painting are pretty big. Like, this is big for a Warhammer mini. There's definitely bigger, but there's also definitely smaller. Bought 5 of these are $60. But they also sell kits of like 20 minis that aren't quite this big for $60. Like there's a range, but generally speaking, if you're aiming for like 50 minis, coconut infused Malort, I wouldn't drink it. I think I would quit at that point. You're looking at triple digits. You're looking at probably, if you're not specifically buying cheaply and like looking for discounts, probably like $400 before you even get into the what is that shit called? The paints and the glue and the this and the that. Like the startup cost is really expensive, but once you have all the glue and the paint and stuff, it is not quite so bad. Like, yeah, I've spent a ludicrous amount of money on Warhammer over the years, but, like, in the last year, I've spent maybe $200, period. I don't know. I don't keep specific track, but, like, yeah, the startup cost is huge, but then the everything else is pretty normal compared to like hobbies like airsofting or playing music or going to shows. Like those are all also very expensive hobbies. Like over time. Like if you go to one big concert, that's like 3 hours. This is going to sound a lot like I'm defending the prices, and please don't take it that way. I cannot and I will not defend Games Workshop's prices. Especially when there are other miniatures manufacturers out there who are doing stuff that's just as good for less money. But you go to a show that's maybe a maybe a 3 or 4 hour experience if it's not like a festival. And if it's a big act, you probably paid triple digits. You probably paid, like, if you're buying Beyonce tickets, you paid $600. And it's a 4 hour experience at best. And I'm not counting travel or anything, because ain't nobody counting travel as a fun thing. Meanwhile, if you spend $600 on Warhammer, you have way more than 4 hours worth of enjoyment. So, like, looking at it in a dollar per hour sort of sense, it's decently justifiable. But looking at it just from a dollar sense, oh my god, it's miserable. It's the worst. Don't even think about it. That said, there are plenty of ways to do Warhammer more cheaply. You can get deals on eBay. A lot of places that are not Games Workshop official retailers, like they don't have the Warhammer sign on them. A lot of places will do discounts on Warhammer minis. Upwards of 5, 10, 15, even 20% off at a lot of places. Dollars aren't real. Thinking of imaginary things makes you miserable. It's true. But I like thinking of some imaginary things like Dungeons and Dragons. Or Warhammer. I'm just putting it in a way. Putting it in a way. That's not imaginary, it's Tulpamancy. Okay. But Tulpamancy is imaginary. Until it's not. Also, Claire, you don't mean Tulpamancy, you mean Tulpaturgy. Just browsing through the site, they have licensed Lord of the Rings shit. Now, I haven't played the Lord of the Rings game, but I hear it's actually one of the best games they make. But, like, models-wise, cool stuff. Claire, you don't mean Tulpamancy because that's divination through tulpas. What you mean is Tulpaturgy because it's still Greek in root, except it's making miracles with, not doing divination with. And that is my big complaint about laymen using magic words, is that we get everything being called mancy when there's no divination involved, but mancy as a suffix specifically means divination and not magic.
Clara Project cheered 10. You knew enough to correct me, colonizer.
Ha! Yeah. And in this case, I will say that this is more of me having a pet peeve against fancy, clever people who aren't fancy and clever enough. Instead of just your everyday average Joe. I want to go back in time and make it so that the nerds who call everything Mancy didn't. It's you letting your grammar cop win. I get it. Hey, that's fair. Is etymology a grammar thing? Because I feel like it should really be more etymology cop. If you're gonna try to play that card on me. I'm gonna split your ba like you're splitting these hairs. I mean, alright, go for it. Bring it. Get over here. You don't have anything to do tomorrow. Start driving. Say that to my face, fucker, and not online and see what happens. Just kidding. I know you'd win the fight. I really don't want to do that. I'm exceedingly aware of my lack of martial prowess. I just happen to be large. All right. That's one coat of rust applied. If I go back in with a second coat, had a question about the game that I'm not certain was Warhammer or something completely different. There are plenty of other miniatures games out there, just for the record. But I'm here for you. All right. I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna drink some Wawa. Reason necromancy is traditionally forbidden is it's John Edwards shit, but you can't just tell primitive people it's a scam. I don't know who John Edwards is, but I'm gonna find out. The U.S. Senator? Is that? I don't think that's who you mean. It had a similar tabletop situation where people were building fortresses and whatnot, and they literally took drills and would drill holes into the opposing fortress during the game. Like, they might have been using math somehow, too. I have no idea what game you're talking about, but that sounds so fucking dope. I don't... That's another thing I need to look up. Medium? The Medium John Edwards? That guy! Oh, okay. Clip. That's spiritualism, not necromancy. Doing seances and contacting the dead like that, like what John Edwards does, is spiritualism, which is the shit that Harry Houdini fucking couldn't stand. Necromancy is communing with dead spirits to tell the future, technically, or the past, to tell information. It's not the same as what John Edwards does because there's a historical, cultural, and magical precedent, regardless of how realistically we're thinking magic is or isn't. It's okay, fair, still divination, but he's in the specifically spiritualist tradition. Necromancy doesn't necessarily refer to that, and I resent that. Because, like, I resent that. Spiritualism is bullshit, seances are bullshit, but I don't know. You got me on a tangent about what is valid magic and what is invalid magic, and that's a tangent I will go down as a fucking practicing chaos magician. I forgot what I was doing because I got so wrapped up in that conversation. We're painting these. There's also terrifying Jonathan Edwards, who wrote Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God That Will Curl Your Hair. Oh, I've read Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God because we read that for school for some reason, because that was an acceptable thing to read in school. Also, hi, howdy, what's up? Holy Fire Mom. Nice to have you in chat. In fact, let's just do the quick little boop. Terrifying John Eddie is my new Werewolf the Apocalypse character. Fuck yeah. Oh. So anyway, yeah, I've done a lot of ranting tonight, which is like pretty par for the course, I guess, but not quite par enough. Terrifying John Eddie is a descendant of Outhouse John. That makes sense. The smell of this Dirty Down makes me hungry. Maybe I was just already hungry. Well, I know I was just already hungry, but like, makes me want to eat. Why? I don't know why you've heard of Outhouse John, because it's an RPG character of that's not particularly famous or well known. Maybe well known within a circle of friends, but I'm pretty sure you're not that person. This is why I warned you this stuff is pure poison. Well, look, yeah, I mean, you're right, Clip, but also, it's delicious. And by it's delicious, I mean, no, it's awful. Did I forget the don't lick your brush rule the first time I used it? Yes. Have I learned since? Theoretically. I didn't realize he was a theoretical character, Claire. I thought he was a real boy. Like Pinocchio or JFK. Famous real boy, JFK. Oh, snap! Oh, right, I have this open. I should not have this open. Hey, well, thanks for the follow, Modular Vibe. I appreciate it. It's funny because his name means toilet. Ooh, dab in. Ooh, I should make a dab emote. That would be tight. That would be a good time. Stream every so often. Oh, yo, let me shout you out then, bud. Let me just give you that follow real quick. What do you stream? Wow, if I could type, my life would be so much better. RDR2 Red Dead Redemption. Fuck yeah. We love a cowboy. We love a cowboy. Mama, don't let your gamers grow up to be cowboys. Follow. Ooh, I like that. I like that stream starting soon. Graphic you've got there. It's extremely chill. It makes me want to just take a nap right there. And I mean that as a compliment. Red Dead Redemption. When my wife and I started, we were doing jigsaw puzzles and music. We haven't done that for a few months, but we'll eventually get back to it. Yo, I got a wife who loves jigsaw puzzles more than God, so if y'all get back into jigsaw puzzling, you have a viewer. Jigsaw puzzles are her god. Hell yeah. It's always nice to have artist friends that you can pay to help you with things. I'm continually thankful for all my artist friends. I'm continually thankful for all my friends who aren't artists, too. Holy Fire Spouse versus Modular Spouse in a competitive jigsaw stream. Well, Wifey's currently building one of the jigsaws she got for Crimbus. The optical illusion one, and she's having a hell of a time with it. Let me tell you. Turns out it's very hard to build a jigsaw puzzle that hurts your brain when you look at it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Credit where it is due. Maybe she already completed it and that's part of the illusion. That would be a good trompe l'oeil. Oh, let's just throw our minis. Whenever possible. Mostly wooden jigsaw puzzles? Nice. What, a milk puzzle? Also, hey, Oniris, welcome back, but what the fuck is a milk puzzle? And why does it sound like it might be a kink? Yeah, let's try to get in there. Why not? I don't think I'm gonna make it, but let's try. Alright, we did it. A puzzle with no picture, like a plain white puzzle? That's a good question. It's probably called that because it's like white as milk. It's like trying to put together a picture of milk. If I had to guess, that would be my guess. Sometimes not even normal edges. Ooh. I couldn't jigsaw puzzles because I'd absolutely be like that video of the shapes puzzle and get it wrong intentionally and drive the viewer nuts. That would be funny. I would be into that. I tried streaming a 250-piece all-black puzzle, and after the border, I threw it against the wall. That sounds really frustrating, and I'm sorry that it happened, but also that's hilarious. Yeah, that is beyond my patience threshold. And I can respect that there are people who would have fun doing that. And I'm just not one of them. I like doing a puzzle, but I wouldn't want to do that. Puzzle stream where I spend 13 hours trying to do one of those toddler animal-shaped puzzles. Well, yeah, like, it's like so much of a puzzle is like color and pattern recognition that just isn't there when your whole puzzle is all black or all white. Oh, we're throwing minis. Yeah! Exactly. They have got their marketing down to a T. They know exactly what to do with people who are confused. Alright. Metallic. Metal metallics. As it is, I've learned how to do puzzles with my niece and nephew, and the proper method is to nudge them into figuring it out themselves because they're still learning and it's a goddamn magic trick when it works. Sadly, they're good at capitalism. Yeah, for the most part, they are. I have to begrudgingly give them that. Ooh, I'm almost out of this paint. Oh, I got more, baby. What a good life. Happy to hear it. I thought ahead. I bought a backup at some point in the past. I will also say, Games Workshop, while they are super helpful for... So they're run by white men. While they are very helpful with having everything you could conceivably want to buy that's Warhammer related, you can get a lot of that stuff much cheaper if you don't buy directly from them. As I mentioned with the independent retailers, but also like they sell clippers to get the plastic off the sprues, and like you can get those better for cheaper elsewhere. And they sell primer that's like $20 a can for spray primer. But you can spend $2 a can for spray primer that's arguably better at your local hardware store. Larry Lieback's the CEO and founder of Every Hobby Company Incorporated. I can't remember who's the CEO of Games Workshop, but I can remember their jokey fake CEO, James Workshop, which I guess means they've done their marketing well again. James, he runs JW. Oh, Claire, oh, Claire, oh, Claire, oh, Claire. I didn't expect this much of my... Oops, I fucked that up. Let's see if I can fix that. I didn't expect this much of my stream would be brat wrangling. But in retrospect, I didn't expect this much of my life would be brat wrangling.
Shut up and take my money.
Clara Twitch Project cheered 10. Wrangle these nuts.
What licensed games has GW done other than Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings is the big one. They did more licensed games back in like the 80s. And then they realized that for the most part, they'd rather just own their own IP, which has been working out for them, admittedly. So the only one that's currently out there is Lord of the Rings. But there are other miniatures company. Technically, Warhammer is a self-licensed game. Tasty pineapple sparkling water. Pineapple's good, though. I can eat pineapples till the cows come home. I just won't do it in sparkling water format, because I respect and love myself. You corrected me about calling it Games Workshop as opposed to... No, it's... They've been changing their branding, and I would expect... they've been changing their branding over the last 5-ish, 6-ish years from Games Workshop to Warhammer, because everybody just calls them Warhammer anyway. But, like, they're still officially, technically, legally Games Workshop. But I would not be at all surprised if they just dropped that name altogether soon. But yeah, Warhammer's the game. Games Workshop is the producer. Like how Witches of the Coast makes public outcry. Yeah, as well as Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. So, you know, public outcry. What Claire said. But there are other minis manufacturers that do other licensed games, like, I think it's Modifius does an Elder Scrolls miniatures game. I think they also do a Fallout game. I think that's Modifius. It might be somebody else. There's a huge Star Wars... There's several huge Star Wars games. Like how Ford makes the Aerostar. Well, we're out of the realm of my understanding. I don't know cars, so I'm going to take your word for that. And I don't know what a Slanket is. But I believe it's made by the people who make the Snuggie. So I've been told. Oh, you've been roommating trying to run a Fallout game set where you live? There you go. That would be fun. The Snuggie money should have been enough to feed them and their families. Alright, let's just get the rest of this fucking dry-ass paint out of the pot. See, they made the competitor for the Snuggie before competition came up. It's like a Monopoly. Monopoly? It's like a Monopoly. A Monopoly. But actually is one. Alright. That paint pot's dead. This paint pot. Long live this other paint pot. Alright. Oh, I heard a squatch. Oh, my basement door's closed. The pit of depravity is deprived of a Sasquatch visit. But rest assured, there will be more in the future. Oh man, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I forgot. I have all of Eldritch Horror, but now I don't play board games. Was that a conscious decision to not play board games, or... Junebug, that was not an attempt to guilt you. That was just remembering that... Well, I mean, it's not like I don't fucking already wake up early as shit every day anyway, but... It was just a remembering. The Low Country has some strong Fallout potential. Marsh is known to be mass graves, the entire shipping infrastructure, the nuke off the coast. I did not know about the nuke off the coast. Also can't tell if that's Claire making up lore or if that's an actual real-life thing. It was a 2020 casualty. Ah. Can't play board games after a friend got isekai'd into Clue. Oof. I'm a butler, sir. I buttle. They lost a nuke off of Tybee? Oh, man. What a shit world we live in. Tybee Island mid-air collision. Oh, well, fuck. Whoa! I'm so throwing minis tonight. I'm glad they're not super fragile, but also, yeesh. There's one in Florida. Well, of course Florida has one. If Florida can't have a lost unexploded nuke, who can have one? Do we have a broken mini counter yet? No, because I haven't broken a mini on stream. Fucking knock on wood. I can't find any other wood to knock on, but I haven't broken a mini on stream. I have caused myself to bleed a lot, but I've yet to break a mini. Oh, they know where the one off of Florida is? Well, then why haven't they gone and gotten it? It's not lost but can't be moved? That's quitter talk. Whoa. Fallout Rad Country, there's either a BOS chapter or similar group that's taken over Liquid Storage Gas Island. Oh, because it's set to detonate. Nice. Would you say then that it's setonate? What did I just... What happened? Maybe it's a nuclear plant to match Fallout lore. I mean, it would have to be. Or like a Robco facility or something. I'll set your Nate. Hey, got him. Leave my Nate alone. Nate's a good boy. He didn't do anything to deserve this. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba da. Ooh, painting miniatures, doing it just for fun. You lead? No, lead? No, no, no. I don't care if you think you saw Nate. He didn't do it. He's not involved. You leave him be. He's been working long and hard. I didn't even know it was Nate, but Nate introduced themselves as Nate. At this point, I don't know what to say. As a retired specialist on Nates, fuck them. A retired Nate specialist. Claire, we're gonna need to get you back in the game. One last assignment. I will say, Ruba. And now that I've said it, I don't need to say it again. And that's probably about as Monty Python as I get. Wee. All right, so here's a predicament that I pose, a question I pose to you, chat, all of you. I want you to think long and hard on it. Don't respond immediately, but think about it. You have to change your middle name. If you don't have a middle name, you have to pick a middle name. What are you changing it to? 20. 20 is a great middle name. I like that. I'm a big fan of 20. I refuse. I refuse is a weird middle name on Eros. Alice. Ooh. Evan. Yeah, now we're talking. All right, so this is... so it would be like my name twice really quickly. It would be Evan. You should have your middle name be Essence, so you can be Evanescence. You know? My new middle name is my internet handle. Promise. Hey, fair. I fully support that. This is the future liberals want. Oof. Evanescence was 100% my OkCupid profile. Fuck yeah! She almost didn't talk to me. Well, she would have been missing out on gold, my friend. This might genuinely be my answer, but it's also an opportunity to tell a fun story about my life. So, my family is really, really Scottish on my mom's side. So my first name, Bennett, is a family name. Very Scottish. It's not Benet like the French. I have no French in my life, thankfully. But when my parents were trying to decide what to name me, they were looking at other traditional family names on my mom's side. And both Mungo, extremely Scottish, and Hugh, which a bunch of my relatives are actually named, are, they're all family names. So my parents, for a brief period of time, were considering naming me Hugh Mungo. And I'm just so gutted that I didn't get to have that life. Granted, I would have been miserable up until adulthood. But after adulthood, it would have been so good. Honestly, really, truly, you can ask... Mom, if you're still in chat, can you please confirm this? Like, fully really true and actually thing. One of the best Evanescence jokes is from OKKO Let's Be Heroes, where they read the lyricist of Korn voiced the villain of the episode. Nice. What? Oh, you weren't actually considering it? That's so disappointing. This is like... This is an earth-shattering revelation on par with finding out that my real father was not Mel Gibson. I'm guessing you didn't know Bennett was going to be deluxe at that point. You were almost a Duncan? Hell yeah. That's another good family name over here. We love a Duncan. What are your thoughts on Trevor Morgan from EastEnders? I'm reasonably certain she's not watched it, but maybe she has. I don't know why I think she hasn't watched it. But I'm putting it out there that she's never seen it. I feel like if I'd been named Porter, I would have been too powerful. I mean, you would have been more important, that's for damn sure. I need to ping pun for that. That was good. I also love it because I frequently forget that she's here, and I say some shit I would prefer she did not hear. And then I remember after I say it, and I'm like, well, all right. But honestly, it's like such a big... It makes my heart so happy. I never listen to any of that, no worries. Fair. You also can't hear me half the time. So... You know. I wonder how all the girls named Khaleesi are doing. Are they old enough to have consciousness at this point? Is anyone... Actually, no. I'll take that back. Is anyone old enough to have consciousness? I vote no. Are you going to focus back up at some point, or are you just going to be a blurry mess all night? There you go. Well, they have at least 8 what? Not if we can help it. Oh, they have to be at least 8 years old? No! What? Really? I guess Game of Thrones has been on that long. I fucking hate that. No! Wow! Or I guess was on that long? It's not even on TV anymore. Well, now it's House of the Dagron. Too Fast, Too Furious, or whatever. I'm the only one with true consciousness, and let me assure you, it's not worth the cost of knowledge. All right, fair. Oh. Oh, I'm going to run out of this silver paint. I know I have an extra spare, but it would be nice if I didn't have to crack it open just to paint like one guy. Incredibly not fair, actually, but you're welcome for my sacrifice. Hey, your sacrifice is the only thing that brings me joy in life. Just so you know, Claire. There is nothing else that warms the cockles of my cold, dead heart like knowing that you're suffering. How was the apple? So what does chicken taste like? Not even my wife? What do you mean, not even my wife? Did I forget a sentence I already said? Hey, hell yeah, Modular. I stream most days of the week. You can find my schedule on my socials. No obligations to be following them. But I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be back Wednesday night. I'll be back Thursday during the day. You know, ABS, you know, automatic brake system, or always be streaming. It's been a pleasure to have you. And I hope your next jigsaw puzzle is completable. And I don't just paint. I play video games. I do D&D prep. I generally just, if it's a nerdy thing, I do it on here at some point. You know? Except for taxes. I don't do my taxes online. Well, I guess I do them online, but not on Twitch. Unless, is that a thing people want to see? Would people want to watch me do my taxes? I can't really volunteer my wife for that since we file jointly, but like, I'm kind of into that concept. Legos? I actually haven't, I don't fuck with Legos, but I should. Warhammer kind of grabbed the Lego spot in my brain. It's like, oh, I can build things? No, you don't want to watch me do my taxes. All right, well, you're missing out. Because when I do taxes, I do it blindfolded, butt-ass naked, and slathered in teriyaki sauce. As my wife can attest. This is not true. She's just saying that so that she can keep the experience to herself. There's only 2 paperwork-based streams I want to see out of yours, and that's either Papers, Please or Death and Taxes. I own Death and Taxes. I bought Death and Taxes specifically to play it on stream. So, like, that's gonna happen. Papers, Please, I do not own, but would love to. It's a good-ass game. It's a fun game. We are not doing our taxes on stream. I figured that's what you would say, but sometimes I have to pretend. Alright, I'm glad that I made it all the way through with all this metallic paint. Enough metallic paint to finish the Butlerian Jihad. Apparently. Because I haven't talked enough about Dune recently. And the proof of that is that I can't even remember the whole Fear is the Mind Killer psalm. Do that on tax day? When is tax day? I always do my taxes before tax day, so I never actually keep track of the tax. April 15th is a Saturday. I will use PTO to watch Holy Fireman Death and Taxes stream. I will put that in my... whatever it's called, my notes to remember to do that. My calendar, my picture of a bird. Holy Fireman. Stream to do. Death and Taxes on tax day. I want to be awful and see if I can bedazzle a mech. A Neuros? Please bedazzle a mech. I've never wanted anything so badly in my life. Holy File Man. Oof. I make poor choices when left alone. No, that's a great choice, Aneros. That's a great choice. Alright, I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna let that paint dry real quick. I'm gonna refill and defill. I'm gonna put things in places that weren't there before. I'll be right back. Oh, and then we're gonna keep painting. Replace a mech's arm with a bedazzler. Oh. Okay, so I just double checked my notes for things like my stream related notes, and just below Death and Taxes on Tax Day, there's Malort Night, Fortnite while drinking Malort, and now I'm like, oh shit. FUTA! Wow! The U.S. law that mandates employers pay into unemployment is the Federal Unemployment Tax Act, or FUTA. There we go. There we go. That's life, kids. That's life. I don't know what the next thing is. I guess scraps of paper, leather, meaning. I'm just listing things I can find. I look at my brush. What does it mean? If this goes a step further, I'm unsubscribing. I also would unsubscribe for playing Fortnite, to be quite honest. Yeah, it is expensive for a business, but also businesses can take it. Not fork nut. Yeah, I knew where you were going with it, and I was trying to lighten the mood by not talking about that, and instead talking about fork nut, or fork knife, or Malort Night. Knife wrench, great for kids. Minecraft crafting? Minecraft crafting, it's when you're crafting a mine. Minecraft crafting. That's all I got. Did I get all the bits? Whoa, nope, just throw models. I've offered to Bennett to help them slay the Ender Dragon. Fair. I have I downloaded Minecraft. I installed Minecraft. I have booted it twice, and haven't actually played it yet. So that's where we're at there. But at some point, I'll actually play Minecraft. This piece of fuzz right here keeps rolling across my desk, and I keep thinking it's a bug or something. So I have now condemned it directly to hell for its crimes against me specifically. It's a fun game, and you'd probably like the aesthetic of the ancient cities and the warden. I mean, in my life, I have played plenty of Minecraft. It hasn't been recently. Oh, that's what I was fucking. If you try that with XATs, they just come back more powerful. Zats? Cats. Oh. Yeah, well, that's why it's not a cat that I'm banishing. It's a little ball of fuzz. It's like, it came off of my sweater. And while this sweater is tremendously powerful, it's not a cat. Which is good, because I am allergic to cats. And if I had a sweater made out of cat, I would be really sad. Ouch. That was pretty sharp. I should be used to that by now, but I'm not. Oh, these guys have loincloths that I want to paint purple. That's right. Oh, I'm so excited. That's gonna be fun. You'd summon the Bakeneko? I don't want a ghost cat, right? Or monster cat. The cat from Hausu, which is a Buck Wild film. To tie him back to your Master of Possession, right? Of course. Clip, you're so good at this. Also, I'm impressed you remember my minis that well. Blind operates on sound and smell, can 2-hit you while you wear the strongest unenchanted armor in the game. Fucking hell. For what it's worth, I can also 2-hit you if you're wearing unenchanted armor. I just have to aim well. You've got that one rotating... Oh, you're right. I do. That is in my rotating minis gallery. But yeah, most of my newer... what are these called? Word bearers. I don't know what army I've been playing for 2 decades. Most of my newer word bearers have some purple on them somewhere. Just because it looks nice. I like it. Which reminds me, I want purple. Man, I'm so angry that I'm considering fucking getting back into Lizard Men after not being in there for a while. Susan. The gallery's name is Susan, and despite rumors to the contrary, she's quite industrious. Why is a lazy Susan called a lazy Susan? This is getting Googled. Why is a lazy Susan called that? What? Thomas Jefferson invented the lazy Susan in the 18th century. Although they were referred to as dumbwaiters at the time, it is said that Jefferson invented the lazy Susan because his daughter complained she was always served last at the table and as a result never found herself full when leaving the table. I hate this. No, I mean, I know it's specifically Thomas Edison, slave-owning, slave-boning Thomas fucking Edison invented the Lazy Susan. I hate that. Lazy Susans were previously one of my favorite weird inventions. And now I have nothing but scorn. That's not true. I will lazy me a Susan. You've tangled your Thomases? No, Thomas Jefferson and Thomas Edison. Did I say Edison or Jefferson? Which one did I say out loud? I said Edison? Okay, well, I meant Jefferson. I read Jefferson. I said Edison. No, I definitely meant Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. Like the guy who's in Hamilton. Thomas MF and Jefferson. Jamis Tefferson. I mixed up my words. They said Jefferson exactly one time. There you go. Jefferson rhymes with Edison. Sicily, the middle of Italy. And all this over the fact that I wanted to know where Lazy Susan came from. Where did she come from? Where did she go? Where did she come from, Lazy Susan? Thomas Jefferson is the answer. Thomas Edison invented slavery. That's now what's going on in Wikipedia. This is why you come to the stream for great history facts. In the Magnus Chase series, one of Magnus's teammates is TJ, a half-black son of Tyr that died and entered Valhalla during colonial times. That's dope as fuck! I have to assume Magnus Chase is the Norse... God, not Jordan Peterson. What's the fucker's name? Who wrote Percy Jackson? Oh, wow. I just mixed up Percy Jackson and Jordan Peterson. What is that man's name? Carlton Monroe. Rick Riordan. Fuck. Yes, Rickolodian. I wish I could say I did that on purpose. Stuttering exists. It's a powerful force in my life. It's tearing my marriage apart. I don't even know what I was about to say. But that's cool. I like that Rick Riordan does stuff like that. And I hate that Jordan Peterson doesn't do stuff like that. That Canadian son of a gun. What was I about to do? Oh, yes. Oh, let's brown. Let's do a brown town for a brown town man. Magnus Chase features your favorite Riordan character, Alex Fierro, gender-fluid child of Loki, who, when asked why he can't just pick a pronoun and make things less confusing, she replied, "Less confusing for who? You?" Ooh, that's a vibe. That's good stuff. We like that. Jordan Peterson eats his steaks well done. He has said he likes to put Wagyu in his air fryer? I made a hamburger helper with Wagyu. Okay, that is more acceptable than Wagyu in an air fryer. Like, straight up. I'm down with hamburger Wagyu. At Wagyu helper. I'm not cool with Wagyu in a fucking air fryer. Like, you're fucking Jordan Peterson. You can afford to cook steak the right way. Quote unquote, the right way. Toss it in a fucking air fryer. What an amateur. Jordan, if you ever happen to see this VOD, I want you to know I can and will best you in a fight. I will fucking tie an arm behind my back even. I'll fight you left-handed. I'm gonna kick your ass. Just for the Wagyu. Piece of shit. There's other stuff. There's other reasons I want to kick Jordan Peterson's ass, to be completely clear on it. But the Wagyu is the straw that breaks the camel's back. I've now gone from hostile to aggro. He's a complete meatitarian at the urging of his even weirder, harder grifting daughter. And he's like the worst at cooking meat. Holy Firefights, JP Morning. Yeah, I would. There's a really good podcast episode from your maintenance phase about Jordan Peterson and his all meat diet. That's just fucking stellar. But yeah, he's a fucking weird guy. He's a weird guy. His daughter's a weird guy. Everything about him is a weird guy, and I don't care for it. What? So then what color is that? Oh, okay, cool, we're good. I got confused. Actually, no, let's do it the other way. Let's do it the other way. What did I just knock off of my fucking desk? Oh, an airbrush paint. Look at me. Look at me. I'm Sandra G. Of course her daughter's buds with Taryn Fate. Taryn, what the? Why did my mouth make word go? Of course his daughter is buds with Andrew Tate. It tracks. It just makes sense. And it's miserable. There's a meatitarian subreddit that had to ban discussion of scurvy because fruit talk became too dominant. Wow. Well, there's an easy way to not get scurvy. Taryn Fate, Earth Genasi Divination Wizard. I'm livid at this absolute rectory. No, it's all right. I've been getting lathered up all night. Tonight has been a night for me to rave and rant. It has been a night for religious freedoms to be celebrated by those who need it most. Who is Cedric Diggory? He was in Harry Potter, right? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that one. Cedric the Entertainer. Oh, I'm not even remotely on camera. Let's try being on camera. Look at that. Look at that. We got parchment in a pear tree. And a parchment in a pear tree. Are you not going to entertain us anymore, Cedric? We had a deal, Cedric. That was explicitly what I was thinking of when I brought up Cedric the Entertainer, so thank you, Claire. Skeleton Horde is just magic. This is the Garros Dunes clip. I have fooled you. This is the Garros Dunes. It's yellower. Yeah, it's Skeleton Horde is magic, but Skeleton Horde this is not. I'm going to stop throwing this model one day, and it'll be the last time that I touch it. Skeleton Horde Necromantic Bankers Guild. That's what Barias calls it for sure. Send them your bones today. Send them your bones when you have bone time. Granted, it's always bone time. So, do what you will. Shall be the whole of the law. Skeleton Horde funded and operated by bureaucrats. How do you pronounce that word, Claire? But bureaucrats is a good joke. It's a good pun. Albeit an extremely specific pun that only people who play in my homebrew D&D will ever understand. There is a god of law, duty, and undeath in my homebrew Satan setting, in my homebrew setting, who goes by the name of Burias. Bureaucrats. Something about the IRA. Down in the swamp. Down in the fen, the bog. Down in the marsh. That's where I long to be. Glenn? Somewhere with the roving company. A comrade on my left, and another one on my right, and a clip of ammunition for my little Armalite. Is the purple dry? Not yet. I still read Barias as Bury Us, to be completely honest. Totally legit. I wish I could say I did that pun intentionally. But he's... I think I am accidentally referencing a Warhammer novel with his name. I'm pretty sure, actually, in retrospect. I'm horrified to say I now have to change its name if I ever release it to the public. What am I looking for? What paint? Oh, right. Claire, I'm astounded that you remember conversations like that, because I don't. I don't even need to say more of a sentence than that. I don't remember conversations like that. You've just got a powerful noggin. And I'm constantly impressed at what you successfully remember that I have already lost to the sands of time. The leader of the bureaucrats is Cemetery Gates. Ooh. That's a good one, Clip. That's a good one. Man, I miss not being offended by Pantera because Phil Anselmo is just such a douche canoe. Like, I want to listen to Pantera again. But I can't listen to Pantera without just hating Phil so much. So, I guess I'm never listening to Pantera again. They're still touring? I honestly thought that they had, given up. because... Ooh, for the brothers? Ooh. Well, and that's also a very fucking gross fucking white power slogan from a guy who's already thrown some hiles in his life. It's their first tour since Dimebag died. Maybe it was in the old Metis Only Discord. Was there a Metis Only Disc? Oh, there was. I forgot about that. That was a long time ago. That was many, 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 many moons ago. Wah. More accurately, Phil needs money. I mean, yeah. Phil can go to hell. Phil, go to hell. I really hate you, Phil. Just go to hell. I'm gonna knock this paint off so many more times before I die. I need like a little guardrail for this fucking paint. Part and parcel with your gift of prophecy, you remember the Obscura because it's usually the most informative for your visions. Well, there you go. Claire, never let it be said that you don't have some teeth. You know? Never let it be said you don't have some teeth. Because by golly, you got some teeth. And that'll be true as long as I have a say in it. At least two. There may come a day when you have summer teeth, but you'll always have some teeth. Yo, thanks for the lurk, Ratsky. I hope you're having just an intensely sexual night. Or maybe some other kind of adjective. But that was the first one that came to mind. So, do you.
Sir, are you classified as human?
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
I might be out of water. I might have to make a journey, make a trek to resolve that specific issue. Oh, I don't think I would be here if I was. I mean, if it means that you're having an intensely sexual night, I would gladly sacrifice the lurk. I am out of water. All right, I'm going to go follow the directives I've been given and get water. I'll be right back. All right, I got water. So I will drink water and fulfill the prophecy. Had dinner, caught up with Bad Batch. I just drank water. You just watched me do it. Okay.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
I've also got some fries that I'm going to eat just to fully support my meat. Did it. Caught up with Bad Batch. Getting started on Cat. This Kruger-style sweater was custom made for me by Junebug. Because she's the best wife ever. But thank you. This is one of my favorite articles of clothing. And was specifically, oh God, ages ago. She was like, do you want me to knit you a sweater? Because we're a dedicated couple, and I would like to do that for you. And I was like, can you make me a Freddy Krueger sweater? So, there we go. Oh, it's so comfy. It's so warm. It's so soft. It's wonderful. She's a great knitter. And she's currently using the rest of the yarn from this to make a little sweater for Sasquatch, so we're going to match. Wait, I was right. OMG, I do know something about horror while immensely disliking horror. It's hard not to immediately recognize Freddy Krueger, though. Like, the pizza face guy with the Christmas sweater, like, there we go. And the knife hand. I'm proud of you. He was in Rick and Morty? He was in Rick and Morty? I know knife hands. If there's one thing Ratsky knows, it's knife hands. Was Freddy Krueger? I'm looking up Freddy Krueger, Rick and Morty now. Oh, he's in a Dream Thing? That makes perfect sense. Scary Terry. Yep, that's him. That is legally distinct Freddy Krueger. All right, back to painting. Off-brand Freddy Krueger, Walmart Freddy Krueger, great value Freddy Krueger. We have Freddy Krueger at home. Rip. Where's my fleshy boys? Not there. There they are. It's like the Shasta of Freddy Krueger. Oh, a dead space marine. It's the best kind of space marine. Scarence Terrence. Scarence. Man, Scarence is very good. I like Scarence. Scarence is a sound that's going to live in my brain for years. Scarence. Okay, you know what would be fun? Is if I had a bed wed behead redeem where somebody could pay like a couple channel points and then make me pick between 3 people. I would be... I don't know why I just had that thought, especially after talking about Scaren's Terrence, but I would love that. I'm going to have to do that. And I've just realized I managed to paint a hair onto one of these spikes, so I'm going to have to take care of that. Because that's unacceptable. Where are you? There you go. Thank you. Thanks for playing. Goodbye. Ooh, we got some fresh additions to the mix tonight. Heard these dudes recently and was like, oh, they fit the bill musically. Dance with the Dead. So now we Dance with the Dead. Can I ever have enough Pallid Witch Flesh on my palette? The answer is no. Use this shit every single second of every single day. It's beginning to make life difficult for me. Scarence, Terrence, where'd you get your parents? Scarence, Terrence, where'd you get those guys? There was a Kickstarter a while back for a planar-based book by Monty Cook, Bruce Cordell, and Sean K. Reynolds. At the time, they offered you a choice as to whether you got it in 5e or Cypher. I did not know all this D&D drama would arrive at the time, but I'm glad I got my choice now. Then again, I've had a pretty big Cypher system buy-in over the years. I actually have never interacted with Cypher System. I know next to nothing about it. Other than, I pretty much know it exists. And it's not Dungeons and Dragons. So if you can enlighten me, I would love to know. I'd love to hear it. I want to know more. Want to know more? Well, yes, I do actually. But also, I think I might have the 5e version of that book, possibly. What's it called again? Although I feel like Monty Cook has done a couple, like, Outer Plane, spacey, wacy things over the years. It's got some interesting design philosophy. It's more crunch-light than D&D, but not totally simplified. All dice rolls out in the open, and the GM can add complications in exchange for higher rewards if you accept. Oh, I fuck with that. That's like, oh, that's cool. That's like, what is it? What's it called? Reminds me of Devil's Bargains in Blades in the Dark. Path of the Planebreaker. Okay, no, I don't have that. But I have been very curious. I saw it mentioned, reviewed somewhere, and was like really curious about reading it. And I'm gonna guess that it only recently became readable by people. Is why you're bringing it up. .5e version came out a couple months ago. Sci-fi version just arrived in your hands today. There you go. Sci-fi? Cypher. The sci-fi version. Where is it? There it is. Okay, yeah. Like that's I saw somebody talking about it somewhere and was like, "Oh, that's relevant to my interests." I'll have to hunt down info about Cypher because that sounds cool. Or I'll rather, when I say hunt down info about Cypher, I mean I'll have to hunt down the game. Oh, that just rolled. I was just really excited about eating more of these fries. Oh. Thank you, Clip. I'm just going to eat these. Oh. Why didn't anybody tell me there was a fry on my shirt? I guess this is why people don't eat on stream, right? Because they don't want to make complete fools out of themselves. Thankfully, I've already foregone that conclusion. I did have a spare fry. It has since been consumed. But if I catch any more loose ones, I'll be sure to let you know. Oh. Yeah, I really hope that my camera didn't, or not my camera, but my microphone did not pick up the horrible squeak that just emanated from that model. Character creation of Cypher is a kind of 3-part sentence. Your character is a blank blank who blanks. Oh, that's dope! I've always wanted to be a blank blank who blanks. No, but actually, like, that's a very interesting, So it's a classless system, kind of? Or... The nouns are kind of classes, but they're super broad. Alright, dope. I fuck with that. I like classless systems for the... I like classless systems. I don't know what other else I was going to say about that. Time is it? 9:30? Definitely not going to get them done tonight, but I'm going to get close. Oh, wow. That Kickstarter was very poorly timed for my wallet, so I did not. But that's rad. I'm very hopeful to read that source book, despite not knowing the Cypher system. I have a feeling that everything about that book is going to be so pretty and spooky. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh, we are almost there on these here tabards. Doing my patented highlight purple with gray to desaturate it move, because I just love the way that looks. And then reminding myself I need to move to a smaller brush for that. There you are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feeling hunky-dory about that Purpell. Purpell like Stephen Urkel. Sorry, Stefan Urkel. Yo, Nate, what is going on tonight, my man? How are you feeling? How are you dealing? Are you squealing? You don't have to answer that last one. Lovely to see you. Okay, let's do just a little bit lighter. On the men, starting a 2.5-day weekend. Aw, yeah. I'm glad to hear both of those, and I'm also glad that they rhyme. Whether or not you did that on purpose. Whoa. I admit nothing. Hey, that's fair. And I won't ask you to. Oh, I guess I should give him a hair color, right? That would make sense. That's a thing that people have, is a hair color. Let's go. You got brown hair now, bro. Congratulations. Let's get that color. Little bit of Cygor brown. Don't nobody worry about me. How goes the paint journey, Nate? Ooh. Hell yeah. You answered the question as I asked it. Well played. That sounds like it'll be fun, because that Titan looks dope as fuck. I've been sort of lukewarm on the Titanicus scale, but like those models are so nice. I've just been like trying to figure out an excuse to use them in a game scale that I do play. Necron's still going too, but the Warlord has you captivated. Totally reasonable. Let's just do that. Let's just mix them. Just for kicks. Just to get a base. All right. Oh, don't want to lose that. Need to keep my brushes in mint condition. Purple. That's the color I was about to grab. Whenever I manage to get it done, it's safe to say there are a ton of Easter eggs all over it. Oh, for instance, it's not close to Easter, so you have to tell me legally. I don't know if that's actually true, but I heard a cop say it once, so it must be true. Cops would never lie. Too much details. We went slightly nuts? Like more than usual? Or like, you know, the normal amount? The average nut factor. Nut factor is a phrase I think it's a phrase I'm never going to say again. Over the rainbow nuts. All right. As long as you remember the way to get home is by clicking your bedazzled heels together. Oh, that was the other thing that I needed to paint that I forgot about. Need to do those bells. For whom the bell tolls. Time marches on. For whom the bear scolds. For whom the sheet folds. For whom the creep molds. For us and our like, it's more clicking the brushes together. Fair. There's no place like the workbench. There's no place like the workbench. I'm just provided with good material. All I do is follow up on it. Oh, I want to give him a little yellow bellow, you know? Yellow him up a bit for some reason. We've done it. We're still sorcerers. Did I? Yep. Okay. It's a classic case of what the fuck am I doing? Why can't I stop? Ooh, yes. The hyperfixation. I know it well. I'm a long-time sufferer. Alright, I got that. What do you got on you that's special and different? The bells! Aha! We just went over this! Nope. I should be able to paint on camera. I even have this fucking square to do it in. But somehow, I forget. Need to play some Martyr while you hang? Hell yeah. I have not actually played Martyr. Is it any good? That's Inquisitor Martyr, right? I mean, obviously it's good. You're playing it, but I mean, how good is good? You know. Describe to me your general emotional state while interacting with it. Oh no. I almost inhaled that fry instead of swallowing that fry. That would have made for an interesting evening. Come with me to the ER, chat. Violence must be satisfied to relax and paint. It's really good if you enjoy Diablo-style games, which I do. Hell yeah, I love me a Diablo-style game. It's just a shame that Blizzard is such a fucking awful company, you know? What would their... Well, it's really Blizzard Activision, not just Blizzard. I'm gonna blow my nose instead of having this rant. I've ranted enough tonight. Okay, I came back. I missed you all. I was gone for so long. What do I think the next step is? Oh, that's what. A blue wash. To differentiate this man from his murderer. To make him a nice cold model. Well, a nice cold corpse, I guess. You know? There we go. Just a little bit. Level 73 Battle Sister set up as a Dominion Seraphim combo. Oh, that sounds dope. Is it co-op at all? Like, is it multiplayer? Because if I can convince my also Diablo-loving wife to play with me, that would be wonderful. Clearly that guy's just waiting for the apothecary to roll by and slurp them into a dreadnought sarcophagus. Yes, he's absolutely not about to have his genes just devoured and corrupted by a demon. Definitely not. Very multi-friendly? Ooh. That's a strong argument in its favor. Because we love multiplayer games in this household. We like to play with each other. You know what I mean. Oh, boy. I think it's time to start doing details on things. 4-player party? The best kind of party. Alright. Alright. So it's 10 till. I'm at the crossing point of doing a bunch of goofy little fine detail work that's going to take forever. Like all my script and stuff. Do I just call it? Since we're this close to the time when I normally stop, and I really don't want to get into doing all the scrolls and things. Maybe it's time to decide who we're going to raid into. We'll just draw it out real hard. I think that's the move, since we got so far on these guys tonight. Well, I say so far, it feels like we didn't get very far at all, but we're down to script and goo, so we got far. We got real far. And you know what they say. Please tell me what they... I don't know what they say, please tell me. I was setting you up for something. Who's online and what are they doing? Weirdos, cyberpunk gangers, but pointy. Would those happen to be chaos cultists? Oh, and we got Dr. Rhino painting some Lumineth. I don't really care about Lumineth, but he does a good job painting. Let's just open a couple. Spectre King? Uh-oh. Curious about what a Spectre King is. I like Chaos Cultists. We might raid into somebody I haven't been to in a while. We might just go do tabletop because I love Uncle Adam. Oh. Of course, now I'm just getting jeans commercials. Love that for me. Nothing I love more than being sold jeans. Oh, that dude's fucking Skeletor. That's pretty cool. All right. I'm glad I didn't show any logos. You ain't getting free advertising on my stream, fast food company. In fact, if there's one thing I can suggest, it's not to buy food from fast food company. I'm drinking water right now, Ratsky. What do you mean?
Sir, are you classified as human?
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
We both know you'd much rather steal your jeans. That's true. I would rather steal my jeans. Aggressive self-love. No, that's for later when I'm not on stream. Aggressive friend support. There you go. Ooh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna go to tabletop because I like the skin that he's got going on. All right, folks. I love you. You might love me. At least you're watching me on TV. I forgot how the rest of the words to this song go. Next time, let's all poop. Yep. Ooh, I like that. I like that emote, the eyebrow wiggle. That's nice. All right. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing my normal noontime Tuesday stream. I'm going to do some blow? Maybe. Never really been huge on Coke, but we'll see. We'll see where the night takes us. You know what I'm saying? Words just come out of my mouth. Tomorrow night, I'm doing things on a stream, and it's going to be Hades, right? Probably. That'll be around 7. And then Wednesday, I'm joining. Oh, shit, I need to prime that mini. Wednesday, I will be painting a model with One Inch Heroes, doing a little guest star. We're going to be for Paint a Big Bad Evil Guy. Painting a nice D&D mini, a Celestial. Thursday, I'm working on a canvas again. And then Friday, Layers of Fear in the evening. So what's scarier than evening streams? Yeah, there you go. That's that. Tune in, drop out, drop in, tune out, tune in. You know, do it. Just do it. Do like what Nike said, and take pictures of your butthole for your friends. Nope, that's it. I'm done. I'm pretending I didn't say that sentence, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Good night, everybody!
Because Carlson is a fraidy cat. We think that somebody who had Carlson previous to us was maybe mean to him, and so he's afraid of a lot of things. Like, he does not like it when either me or my wife are walking. That's not cool. If I, like, stand still and bend over and, like, pat my shins and stuff, he will come over and get all kinds of pats and rub up against me and stuff like that. But moving is not cool. Like, walking around, no. He wants to be away from that. Which, you know, I get it.